Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about stop words, where we'll understand what is the necessary to understand stop words and how to identify the stop words and what are all those stop words. This is the continuation of NLTK. So here we see that what are those stop words and things like that. So in any language, right? So when I say, let's take English language, right? So when you are speaking and whenever you see article or anything, there are some words which will not make much of a sense. They will not carry more of a weightage. And at the same time, they occur more frequently, right? So let's take an example here. So here, as you can see, a, and, the, at, etc., in, on, right? Which, where, what, right? So this kind of words we keep seeing in any given article or any common language, right? So this type of words we call it as a stop words because they don't mean much. If I just I give a word with a, so what do you think? So there is not it doesn't give much of a meaning. At the same time, in, I know what is in meaning, but it is not going to carry much of a weightage. At the same time, they will keep occurring in any, most of the times in any given article or in a paper or during a speaking, right? So they don't carry much of a weightage. So that kind of words we call it as a stop words, right? And why are we understanding the stop words? Whenever we want to process the language, so these stop words will deter our analysis, right? So if I want to build any model, right, language model, so if I include all these stop words, my model is not going to perform better because it will start understanding most of these stop words only because they appear more number of times as compared to the important words. So that is why we have to understand the stop words, and we will also during the processing we will remove these stop words, right? How to fetch the stop words and where they are available. That's what we are going to understand. All right. Okay. So stop words can be imported from nltk.corpus and import stop words. All right. So if you get into a trouble, then you can add this line nltk.download stop words. So that will make sure that you have a stop words module inside your Jupyter notebook. All right. Let me execute. And how do I instantiate this stop words? Stop words dot words, and I'm keeping here English. So whatever the stop words available here, so everything will be stored in this particular object. There also I'm giving the same name, stop underscore words. Let's execute. And if you want to see the number of stop words, I can print this, and you see that these are all the stop words. The system defined or the default stop words that will come whenever you import this stop word library. All right. So I, me, my, right? Be, because, as, should, doesn't, things like that. All right. So these are all the stop words. And how many stop words do we have? You can just use a length function and find the stop words. So there are 179 default stop words available, right? So you may say that, okay, what is this MOREVE, right? So it's all a default. So they assume that, okay, something, let's take a V, right? So maybe people will write a positive or a negative. So that time we'll find this V, but we don't have this dictionary word, VE, right? So that time we'll remove this symbol, and at the same time, we will remove this VE, right? So why this is a D? People will sometimes write it like instead of a T, H, E, they will just say D, right? Things like that. Okay, so that's how they have understood and they have stored these default stop words. All right. So another way to print the stop words, so you can do this way directly. NLTK dot corpus dot stop words and English. Right. So directly I'm continuing my extending the tool here, right, and the stop words module. And if you check the length, yes, it is going to be same again. And the question is that if you think that, okay, there are so many such words, why we are having a only 179, right? Yes, if you are thinking that way, that's absolutely fine. So they thought that, okay, these are the default stop words. And if you want to add more stop words to it, you can do that, right? So what I'm going to do here, I have already stop set, right? Stop words. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use that and I will say dot update. So in the dot update, I'm adding two more stop words, new and one more is old. You can keep on adding however you want. If you feel that that is not going to give a meaning, any word, then you are allowed to add that one. But you need to understand whether it will make sense or not, right? So new comma old. So two stop words I'm adding. Now again I'm checking the length here, right? Supposed to be 181 now. And you can see I have added two more. And earlier we had 179. Now we've got 181. And if I print a stop set, so I should be having this new and old. Let's check this, guys. Uh, and yes, and yeah, we have a new, right, and old, right? Earlier we don't have that one in this, right? So that's how I can update my own stop words. All right. So that's about a stop words. And let's understand something about a string here. So import string. And here, basically, with the help of string, we have a method called punctuations that will get us. Let's not call it as a method. That's the way to get the punctuations. Right, in our sentences, in the article and all, we see a lot of punctuations also. And in real world, we don't deal with those punctuations whenever we are processing a language because they don't carry any meaning. So I want to understand those punctuations. So that punctuation is available in the string. Right? First, I'm importing a string and string dot punctuation. And these are all the punctuations available in the string. Right? So these are all what we treat as a punctuations. If you look into this, yeah, they don't make any sense in the language, right? But we need these punctuations in our language to express something, to indicate something, to represent something, right? So yeah, but still when I'm processing, I don't need all of them, right? Fine, let's see that how I can use that one. So NLTK, a string, and import a stop words. And I'm instantiating stop words and instantiating punctuations. So I'm making use of both stop word and punctuations. Yes, these are all stop words which I have seen a few minutes ago. And these are the punctuations. Now what I'm going to do, I'll make use of all these guys. So what I will do, here I have an entire text, right? Entire text. Then I'm going to, here in this particular text, we have a punctuations and stop words, everything we have. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply the stop words and the punctuations, and we'll try to remove all those guys, right? So let's see that. So first one is basically empty text, cleaned text. Here I'm going to append the filtered or the clean data, right? After removing the stop words and punctuations. So what I'm going to do, so if I want to understand word by word, whether that is particularly, whether it is a stop word or a punctuations, I have to split that word by word. And we have seen in the earlier video how to split this entire data into word by word. That is nothing but word underscore tokenize. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply this, use the for loop. For every word in nltk.tokenize, now I'm calling this back. So this will split word by word, word by word, word by word, right? And these symbols or punctuations, what you see, they are also treated as one word whenever you apply word underscore tokenize. So after that split, what I'm going to do, I will take this one word. First time India will be taken, and that word, if that word not in a punctuation, if it's not a punctuation, then it will come inside again. Again, I will check if that word, if it's not in a stop word, then what I will do, I will pass this word here and I will call this cleaned text and append it. That India will be appended here. So next time this open parenthesis, we'll check here and it is not in a punctuations. So then it will go, but it is a punctuation, then we'll stop it here itself. All right. Similarly, I will keep doing this for each and every word, right? So then I will append the real word after removing the punctuation, after filtering these punctuations and the stop words, whichever words comes to this line, right? So that word will be added to cleaned text, right? So that's how it is working. Then I will print the original text, original length of this text. And after that, I will check the length of this clean text so that we can compare that, okay, how much junk data we had in our text. All right, let's execute. So original length was 614 and cleaned length is having a 57. You see that how much junk data we had. So if you look into this, yeah, you will find all meaningful data here. All right. So, and the cases, I think everyone knows. So the text, I can convert that into a lowercase and text into uppercase. I think this is pretty easy. You don't need to worry. So lowercase converted and uppercase converted. I just need to have dot lower dot upper. All right. So yes, that's all in this video. In the next video, we'll understand some more topics. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Keep learning and thank you.